answer your question live. So do you have a business growth question? Hi there, Kenneth. I'm going to answer any business growth question you have for the next 45 minutes. And my goal is to help 1,000 business owners this year grow to $1 million in revenue if you want to. Some of you I know want to maybe reach $500,000 in revenue this year, but if you have a business growth question, type your question in. My team will take the question and put it up on a screen that I have ready, and I'm going to do some free consulting today. So is it possible to get your business to 100,000, 250, 500, a million? Sure, but you need to know how to have the right mindset. You need to upgrade your skill set, and you need to do the right darn things. Good morning, Henry. Good morning, Joel. Hello, hello, hello. And hey there, Rugabuzz. Hi, Julia. Is it hard to start a business, Julia? The answer is no. It's easy to start a business. It's hard to grow a business. Most business owners fail. 87% will fail. So type in your question. My team's going to put it up on a screen. Tell me where you're from and what is your business, all right? So type in your business question on the platform that you are on right now. I'm going to invest 45 minutes, just do rapid fire questions. I'm going to answer the questions in a way that everybody learns, okay? So you don't have to pay me. When my clients pay me, I'm doing it for free. So I don't care what business you have, whether it's a product or a or a service, all right? And so I'm glad you're on the Brainathon also. How do you get out of a lack mindset when business is slow? And this is IG. So the first question I ask myself, if I were you, is why is your business slow? If you're a realtor, which I believe you are, business is booming for most real estate agents. So the question is, why is it slow for you? So you ask, how do I get out of a lack mindset? Well, if you're focusing on a lack mindset, you're actually activating the neuron circuits in your brain around lack and limitation, which actually puts blinders on for you to be able to see all the opportunity. So what is it that you need to think and feel and do to see the abundance? And the answer is you start with your self-talk. Right? So I'm so happy and grateful for the fact that I am seeing an abundance of listings, buyers, sales, etc. And it is easy for me to come by. That's number one. Number two is, what behavior will it take from you to be able to follow through and go and get some sales, right? So you have to really understand that in order for you to get rid of your lack and limited mindset, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, what's causing it? And it's your thinking and your emotions and your behaviors. So that was for you, the realtor, on Instagram, right over there. By the way, if you like this topic, free business consulting today. All right. Get the like or the love button. Leave me a question. My team is taking the questions from the different platforms that we are on right now, and we are answering the questions. All right, so here we go. Matt, Layla, what is your opinion of the best way to hire and retain great key employees? Great question. So how many of you have a business? Do you have a business? Tell me what your business is. All right, tell me what your business is. And I'm going to take a look at these questions. All right. All right, so the question is, what is your opinion, best way to hire and retain great key employees? And the answer is, first you have to create a benchmark for the position. So if the position could speak, right? If the position could speak, forget about personality, forget about character first. If the position could speak, what would the job say that needs to be done every day, every week, every month? That's part one. Number two, what are the character traits and skills of the person that can do those things? That's two. What's the culture that you're hiring into? That's three. And then number four, do you have a hiring process and a training and management process? Hiring is a process, training is a process, managing great employees to higher levels of performance is a process. Most companies do not have that process, and they hire people who they think can do the job, or they think that they can learn the job. So you have to recommend what it is that you need the job to do. So that's the best way to hire and retain key employees. And employees will work 8 hours a day for a job they like, 10 hours a day for a boss they love, and 24 hours a day for a vision and mission they believe in, all right? So tell me what kind of business you're in. So Juicy Life Coaching, love it. Mindset training, awesome. You just got to take action yourself, love it, okay. All right, so question number 3 from Kate Zwolinska. What's the best way to advertise online services? What do you mean, Kate? What's the best way to advertise online services? Do you mean what's the best way to advertise online? So I'm not sure what you mean. So please, Kate, if you can update, you're on Facebook, Kate, right now. So update your question so I can understand it better. So on Instagram from your realtor, Lisa. Hi, Lisa from Queens, New York. Some tips for lead generation. Well, you can generate leads by putting ads in the newspaper. You could generate leads by cold calling. You could generate leads by door knocking. You could generate leads by getting referrals. You could generate leads, all right, through friends and family, right? So you have to ask yourself a question is, do you want to spend money to generate leads? And if you do, then you have to create a lead generation process online and maybe offline. You could do direct mail. There are so many different ways to generate leads. But if you're not in the path of the buyers, then guess what's going to happen? You know, everybody else is going to get those leads. So first you have to come up with what are your skills? What's your budget? And then match your skills and your budget with the behaviors that'll generate leads. Okay, Elaine Bugle. All right, Elaine Bugle. And Kate, if we can update your question, I'll answer. I'd love to. I like your question, but I need to understand it a little bit better. The more precise you are in your question, the easier it is for me to answer it. All right, does this make sense, by the way? Is this helpful? If it's helpful, give me a like or a love and tell me, John, this is making sense, all right? All right, so how do you get retainability? Elaine, I have no idea what you mean. Retainability of water? Of what? How do you get investment? For what? You want people to invest in your business? Show them a return on investment with low risk, if that's what you mean. All right, again, I'm doing rapid fire consulting, okay? Shelly Ferreira, how to start a grocery and pharmacy business. Find somebody who's already started a grocery and pharmacy business. Listen, 87% of businesses fail because most people just don't know what the heck they're doing. So it's not like you just pop up and start a business from scratch. There are, in a grocery store and pharmacy business, there are thousands of moving pieces. And so how do you start it? I would get a consultant or a coach who's already done it to coach you and consult you if you're doing something that complex. Alex on Instagram, all right, says, how do I plan the growth of my coaching business if I'm just at the start? All right, great question, Alex. So number thing that you need to understand is any business, there are certain things that are critically important, okay? Would you agree? There are certain things that are critically important. So let me give you an example. If you're building a home, can you type in an answer to this? What is a critical thing if you are building a home? Type in one critical thing if you're building a home, all right? What's one critical thing if you're building a home? Can anybody share it with me? Okay, can anybody share with me what is one thing that's critical in building a home? And here is the answer. One critical thing in building a home, Shaf Garcia, is what's the design, right? What's the design? What does it look like upon completion? If you start building a home before you have the design, then chances are you might build a haphazard, home, something that isn't that great. So an architect will help you with the design and the planning, right? So when I have a question of how do I plan the growth of my coaching business, show me the vision of what it looks like, let's say at the end of this year. How much money have you earned? How many clients have you helped? How many programs, products, or services are you implementing and sharing with people? Then we get into the domain that 90% of business owners get wrong, if not more. Ready? Lead generation. How am I going to find prospects to look at my product or service? 2, how do I qualify them so I don't waste my time and make sure that the people that I'm talking to, the people that are landing on my pages or my ads, that they actually can buy what I have and they want it? 3, conversion. How do I make the sale, online or offline? 4, if they don't buy, how do I nurture them so I could build a tribe and an orbit so that they can keep in the orbit to be able to buy when they are ready through the irresistible offers that I have? Does that make sense? So lead generation, lead qualification, lead conversion, lead nurturing. I talked about this for an hour yesterday. How many of you were on the session that I did yesterday? How many of you were on the services that I did yesterday? All right. And if you can hear me and see me, just let me know. John, I can hear you and see well. I'm getting some messages, and this goes to my team on our StreamYard, that a couple of the streams are not working well. All right. So my team could look into that. That would be great. And Andrea, just let me know that you can hear that. My team is scattered all over the place. You can hear me and see me. Okay, great. All right, so let's see. So that was for Alex. Silent Warrior, can money affirmations really work? Work for what, Silent Warrior? Can money affirmations, meaning I'm so happy that I'm making $10,000 a month, work? Not unless you take action. Not unless you back up what it is that you want to achieve with action. Money affirmations don't all of a sudden pour money in from the sky. It's not some magical, mystical thinking. Now, when you do an affirmation, I'm so happy and grateful for the fact that my business is now earning 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, $1 million a year, and you feel it. You're actually activating a variety of different neural circuits in your brain. You're activating the neurons that fire, that release the neurochemical, that activate the motivational center and the behavioral center in your brain. And if you also ask yourself, what can I do today to make the money that is in my affirmation? What can I do today, right? Remember affirmations? Right, remember the law of attraction? The last 6 letters of this word attraction is action. So if you add the right actions to your affirmations and you develop the confidence and the certainty, all right, to be worthy, to believe that you can, to take consistent action, you will make all the money you could ever want. Does that help? This is not some kind of mystical thinking. Success is a science and an art. Hey, Joy DeWitt, right? It's a science and an art. So stop having this hopeful, wishful thinking. All right, I want you to use the drug of choice to make more money, which is hopium. Hopium, hopium, hopium. All right. Hey, Michael Cole. Michael, I saw that you signed up for the Business Breakthrough Challenge. How many of you signed up for the Business Breakthrough Challenge? Anybody? If you're on my Instagram, go to my bio. There's a Business Breakthrough Challenge to help business owners grow starting April 22nd. If you're on social media here on one of these channels, we'll put a link in the chat. I'm doing a 5-day Business Breakthrough Challenge where I'll be teaching between 90 minutes to 3.5 hours, depending on whether you get general admission or VIP. For the Business Breakthrough Challenge, I will teach you what I have learned in building 5 multi-million-dollar businesses and in helping over 10,000 business owners scale and grow and become profitable. All right, so Michael, have I tried YouTube PPC? And if you did, how does it compare to Facebook PPC in your opinion? So Michael, right now, I'm spending about $10,000 a day on YouTube and Google, and we're also advertising on Facebook. So we're generating enormous amounts of leads. And I don't know this particular block of 2 weeks, but we have found that it goes up and down. Sometimes YouTube is more expensive, but the return on investment is better because YouTube has, it's a lot of video content, and people that consume a lot of video get to know you and trust you and like you better, which is one of the formulas you have to have, right? Whereas Facebook, the videos usually are shorter and then you're retargeting a lot. So I'll share more of the stats with you, Michael, in the Business Breakthrough Challenge. I'll show you how we advertise, how much we spend, what our return on our ad spends are, what are the ads that actually are working. And you don't have to spend what I spend every day, but if you spend $5 or $10 a day to get some leads and you test and then you convert those leads into paying customers, then you can look at getting a positive return on your ad spend. So Henry, I'm glad you are going to sign up today. And Gozala, thank you. I appreciate you telling me that I am handsome. Very, very kind of you. All right. So Katie, back to your, thank you, Katie, for clarifying. The best way to advertise online and to convert into paying customers. Okay, Katie, by the way, I'll be teaching all of that in the Business Breakthrough Challenge. And 5 days of training with me, like 90 minutes a day in general, is like $47, like $8 a day. And I'll teach you some of the best things that we have done to grow our businesses and help others. If you want VIP, it's a little bit more, but you'll also get 2 extra hours a day of Q&A sessions. So Katie, back to you. So the best way to advertise online and convert into paying customers, Katie, is to have a sales process that goes like this. You create lead generation content where you're educating people first. So you get them to pay attention to you by creating ads or videos with great headlines and great information below, and then killer content that they consume, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Then you do something called pixeling the people who land on the page. And a pixel is just a little code that when somebody lands on the page that you're using to advertise or on the ad, they are cookied, which means that you could follow them where they go. So once they've consumed some content, then you can create an ad campaign that they see no matter where they go on the internet. And in the ad, you can have some more content with what we call as a call to action. So step 1 is lead generation, and step 2 is lead qualification and lead conversion. So you create the ads, you create the content, then the ads, then you follow them with a variety of different methodologies to convert them into paying customers. And if they buy, great. If they don't buy, then you nurture them. Goes back to the lead generation, lead qualification, lead conversion, and lead nurturing. And if you don't have this as a system, you're going to keep fighting for revenue and profits every single day. And hi there, Sasan. Nice to have you on. Kate, does that help you? And again, is this helpful? If it is, give me a like or a love. All right. All right. So let's go to Rahul Party. I'm a doctor. How do I attract more patients? Marketing, 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 and marketing. And so here's the question that I'm going to ask you, Dr. Rahul Party. Do you know which type of patients are already attracted to you? The answer should be yes. Do you know how they make a decision to find a doctor like you? Some are asking friends, some are looking in local newspapers, some are looking online. Are you marketing in those 3 places? And if you are, great. There's other doctors that may be able to refer people to, depending on what kind of doctor you are as well. So the first thing you've got to do whenever you are creating any lead generation system, you have to ask yourself a question. Pay close attention. Do I have an ideal client profile, an avatar? And then how does this person make a decision to buy my type of product or service? Is it an impulse buy? Is it word of mouth like Daniel James just shared? Are they searching online? Are they looking in the newspaper? Are they asking the neighbors, family, or friends? So once you can map out what we call is the buyer's decision-making process, then you create marketing to put in the line of the process so that they first have awareness of you and you build trust and rapport. And there's ways to do that. And then you can convert them into your paying customers. Does that help, Dr. Raul Party? Awesome. Jennifer Thing from Facebook. So Rahul, you're here on Instagram. Good morning from San Diego. If this is helpful, give me a little like or a love on Instagram and on Facebook and YouTube and anywhere else that you're watching. Leave me a comment. I get juiced by your comments, right? Okay. Hey there, Coffee, Mr. Lawyer or Madam Lawyer. I can't see it. I don't have my glasses. Can't see your picture. I think it's Coffee, a woman. Hi there. All right. Let's see. Jennifer Thing, if you are an MLM related to healthy device business, how am I going to promote in Europe market or in social media in 2021? All right. So social media. What is social media for, right? Every platform is used a little bit differently. But every platform can be used, all right, to give out free information. So let me listen. Every one of you is smart, right? I mean, you're a smart person. I'm going to ask you a question, and I already know the answer to it, but I'm going to show you something. Do you love to be sold? Okay, when somebody's trying to sell you, do you like that? And I already know the answer, right? Type in the answer. Do you like to be sold? No, none of us like to be sold. Why? Because we feel like somebody's trying to do something to us. It's almost a violation, right? But let me ask you a question. Do you enjoy and love to buy things from people that you trust and like, and from people that may have a product or service that you want and need? Do you love to buy things, okay, from people you trust and like, and that have something that you may want because you want it or you need it? Do you like to buy stuff? So Sasan says yes, right? So let me share with you something. Because people are not stupid and humans are humans and we want to buy, but we don't want to be sold, is it possible that when you show up with your product or service, but your mindset and your heart set is let me help more people. Let me give away some of what it is that I have, my knowledge, my wisdom, my skill, my love, my care, my kindness, my absolute desire to help them. And then once I help them, I can see if they would like my product or service. Is that okay? So I come on, I do free stuff. And then I say, hey, if you want me to help you build your business, I have a process I've used to build my own businesses to billions in sales, hundreds of millions in revenues, and I've helped 10,000 business owners, and I have a program or a product. Do you want more information on that so you can make a decision if this will help you? And so then I'm giving you the opportunity to do business with me in exchange for money. And that's why, I come on, I do lots of free stuff. Not everybody buys my programs or products or my best-selling books, but a lot do, right? And so all you have to do is show up with your heart open to help, your mind willing to give, right? And Marilyn made a great point. Make a deposit with them before you ask them to make a deposit with you. I love that, Marilyn. And to my team, can you capture that and give Marilyn credit? Right? So of course, people know that you have, you all know I have books, I have programs. I got 25 different programs. I've got a business breakthrough challenge coming up next week. So I'm doing a lot of free training on business growth right now and saying, hey, if you want to help, if you want my help to grow your business and you want to follow a blueprint that works to help generate an extra $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 a month, I can help you. I've done it before. I do it for myself. I'm spending money. I'm doing a lot of free stuff. So I know the formula. And it doesn't matter if you have a practice or a coaching business or anything else that you are selling people. Selling is not doing something to somebody for your gain. It's you doing something for somebody for their gain. And if you have a product or service that can really help them with their biggest pains or fears or frustrations or irritations or their wants, their needs and aspirations, then say, hey, if you want to go deeper, take a look at this. It can help you. And you go, oh, okay. We buy from friends, right? We buy from people we trust and like, right? That's why we love referrals, right? So get out of the selling business and get into the educational giving business, okay? Don't be afraid to overgive. Just don't be afraid of that, okay? I give so much free stuff away on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, but I got hundreds of thousands of customers that come to get more. And they're willing to invest in me making it easier for them. I'm in the easy business. I'm in the transportation business, right? To help you get from where you are to where you want to be faster and easier. And all the work that I do is about the inner game, getting your own mindset right. In this particular business breakthrough challenge that we're doing, I'm going to show you not only how to get your mindset right for yourself, but also how do you use neuromarketing and neuro sales to be able to give your clients exactly what they need in the way they need it. Do you know what the number one thing you need to do right now in today's crazy world? First and foremost, right after you build the trust and rapport, but even to build trust and rapport, pay close attention to what I'm about to say. You have to learn how to get people to listen or to watch you instead of the competition. Why? There is so much noise right now in the marketplace with people at home, people consuming social media, people listening to webinars, watching webinars, people looking at ads, radio, television, text. People are so overwhelmed. If you don't know how to differentiate what you do from your competition and you have a business, you're going to get lost in a sea of noise. I want you to imagine this, all right? I'm going to answer another 5 or 6 questions. Imagine this. You're walking down a little country road, and in the distance, you see a bunch of cows. And you walk, and you've seen cows before, no big deal. But imagine that one of the cows is green. Imagine one of the cows is green. Aren't you going to pay attention? Like, how did that cow become green? Right? Well, that's based on Seth Godin's actually book called Purple Cow. I just made it green. But if you saw a green cow, you'd stop and pay attention. Here's my question for you. When you do social media, when you do advertising, when you talk to people, are they stopping to listen to you? Or are you just like all the other cows, right? I'm not calling you a cow, but you understand the visual, right? The first thing you must do in your marketing is differentiate yourself from the competition by getting awareness. And then there's a logical and an emotional process to lead people to make a decision that's best for them. All right, so that's that. Let me continue with the consulting. All righty. All right, so here's something I need to ask all of you. Don't give me questions that I need to ask more questions to understand. All right, so, my business is selling clothes. How do I produce the lead? Well, what do you mean? For you producing, go outside and put on the clothes and put for sale. you need to give me more details so I can understand a little bit about your business. Don't be so short that I can't give you the answer, all right? All right, Mohanad from Orange County. I'm about to buy a franchise. What do you think starting your own business or buying a franchise? Buy a franchise. Why do you buy a franchise? Because they figured out all the process for leads, for hiring, for firing, for advertising, for managing your business, for growing, for scaling, for firing. They figured it all out, all right? So you have to figure out how to build a business yourself. And for those of you who want to figure it out, I can help you. You can always do one of three things. Do it yourself, get help doing it, get it done for you, or don't do it. If you want to learn how to grow your business methodically, systematically, with or without, a budget, which means either you don't have money and you want to grow, I'll show you how to do that in the Business Breakthrough Challenge. If you have some money to scale and grow, even better, I'll show you how to grow it faster. And my team will put up a link in the chat, but there's also one in my bio for the 5-day Business Breakthrough Challenge. You can click on the link and take a look at that. So, Mohanad, I'd buy a franchise all day long if you are serious. There are thousands of moving pieces. You know what it's like? Let me see if I can find something. So if you want to build, $100,000, $250,000 business, it's like learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube, right? So if you want to learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube, if you want to build a $500,000 business to $1 million business, it's a little bit more complex. You want to build a $5 million, $10 million business, it's way more complex. You want to build a $1 billion business, it's way more complex. So think of building a business as a Rubik's Cube, and it's all about algorithms and systems and processes and doing the right thing in the right order. All right, so that's that. Main Mohit. What happens when you fail the first time and have to shut up the shop? It's quite disappointing. Yeah, it's very, very disappointing. You pick yourself back up and you ask yourself, what did I do well? What did I not do well? Right? And what can I do the next time to build a business? Now, I can't state this enough. Let me give you an example. If you wanted to become an engineer, you go to engineering school, right? If you want to become a doctor, you go to medical school. If you want to become a lawyer, you go to law school. But just because you become an engineer, a doctor, or a lawyer doesn't mean you went to business school. And just because you have a product, I don't care if it's a pen, glasses, a mug of water, doesn't mean you know how to sell it and market it. So you have to think of business growth is a skill, just like everything else. If you want to learn how to knit, you have to learn how to knit. You want to learn the Rubik's Cube, you better go and learn how to figure out the algorithms, because it's actually not that hard. So if you fail, it's just because you didn't know what to do and you tried a lot of things, just like you can try to solve this. And if you don't know the algorithms, good luck. It will not work for 99% of the population. So that's that. So live IG over here, juicy life, the coach, right? All righty. So how do I fight procrastination? Fight it. Come on, put your hands up. Come on, Lucy. Boom, boom, boom. Uppercut, cross. That's how you fight procrastination. Lucy. Everybody, pay attention to what I'm about to share with you, because it's a game changer for you, okay? Is procrastinating a behavior? Answer is yes, right? Is procrastinating an effect? I procrastinate because procrastination's an effect. Janine, I try to be funny, have fun, right? So procrastination is an effect. Hey, F-Man. Nice to see you. Hey, Tyler Moore. So procrastination is an effect. The question is, effect of what? Number one, fear. I'm procrastinating because I fear that if I do whatever it is that needs to be done, I might be embarrassed, ashamed, ridiculed, judged, rejected, or I might disappoint myself. Two, It's actually could be an arousal mechanism in the brain to activate the dopamine motivational reward center in the brain to actually take action out of urgency. 3, low self-image. The reason I'm procrastinating is because I can't get it done perfectly, so I'm going to keep tweaking, and waiting. So procrastination is an effect. Those are the 3 causes of procrastination. And so if you want to stop procrastinating, then you have to fix the cause of procrastination. And the same thing is true for sabotaging behaviors. All right. So there is your answer, Lucy. All right. All right. Let me see. Neha Singh, what's the best time to ask for a testimony from the client? It's after completion of the work or in between the execution process. Neha on YouTube. Hi there, Neha. After the client has achieved or received the result that you promised them is the best time to get the result. Sometimes it's during the process while they're exciting implementing the process, like this is incredible. Oh my God, just say, hey, would you mind putting that in writing or in a testimonial for me? All right. So that is that. And the did, all right. So that's that. Is this helpful? Give me a little Instagram love button over there. I like seeing those things flutter up on my screen, and then on YouTube and LinkedIn and Achieve Even More and all the other sessions. Give me a thumbs up or something. All right, thank you. You are welcome. All right, let's keep going. So this is rapid fire business consulting, and I have about 12 more minutes I can do this. And then, by the way, for those of you that are on Clubhouse, I'll be on Clubhouse for about an hour on developing a millionaire mindset with Juan Jordan. So if you're on Clubhouse, I'll be on there from 10 a.m. San Diego time, 1 o'clock New York time. And I think it's, 6 o'clock in London. I'll be on Clubhouse for 1 hour being interviewed. Okay. So let's go to some more questions. All right, so Delisa Juarez on YouTube. How do I get retention with reordering from my existing clients? So Delisa, the first thing you have to ask yourself is this. Do I have a process to get my clients to reorder? Do I know their decision-making process after they consume what I have the first time? Do I have a way to activate them buying again and retaining, but not only retaining, but also referring people to me, right? So you have to put in a process. In the absence of a process, your process is hope. Your process is pray, and that doesn't work. David Haynes, if I was in health and wellness MLM company, how would I personally promote it in 2021? I would be on every social media channel, not promoting the MLM company, but promoting feeling great, having an amazing lifestyle, from the money I'm making in the MLM company, from the products that it produces. And I would be sharing tools, tips, techniques across all the social media channels. I would invite people to a pre-recorded, scripted, amazing webinar that then got people to either call me to talk or to come join a group Q&A session. That's how I would do it. David Goy, hey, we're getting some great YouTube feedback today. How important is mindset and vision? That's like asking me, how important is oxygen and carbon, right? Your body is made up of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon, and your mindset is paramount. Having a vision to focus your brain on is critical. So, and there's 2 types of mindsets according to Carol Dweck. One is a growth mindset, where you are open to how I can do this, asking the right questions. One is a limited mindset where it's, well, this is just the way things are and I can't change. Of course you can change. All right. All right, Tim Q1. I rely on Google reviews over 65-star reviews. I feel the danger is I'm relying too heavily on Google. What happens if Google goes bust? How else can I leverage the reviews? So first and foremost, the chances of Google going bust is very, very slim. So I wouldn't worry about them going bust. Okay, Tim. Now, what I would be doing is taking my 65-star reviews and I would be showing pictures of it on Instagram, showing pictures of it on YouTube, showing pictures of it on Facebook, showing pictures of it on my LinkedIn page. So I would leverage that on my website, landing pages, and everywhere else. Does that make sense? Again, I've just done, I think, the 24th question. All right. I'm not going to answer the same question twice if people are here. Torimaru from Instagram right here. What can I do if I don't have a product to sell? So there is something called joint venture marketing and affiliate marketing. All right. So what does that mean? It means, let's say I have a company, okay? Let's say I have a company that sells Rubik's Cubes, and I have another company that sells glasses, and I have another company, for example, that sells a brain. Okay, let's say that you don't have a product or service. Let's say I'm a company that I'm an accountant. There are accountants, there are companies that sell brains, there are companies that sell glasses, there are companies that sell Rubik's Cubes or other products and services that they will pay you a percentage of any sale that you help them make. I want you to think about this. If you're in business, are you spending money, all right, to find prospects and to make sales? Most businesses have to spend some money to find a customer. Well, there's lots of businesses that say, well, why don't I just pay you to help me find a customer? And I will give you a percentage, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50% of the sale when you help me find a customer. So that is another channel that you can use to find leads. You're going to pay for the acquisition cost anyway of a new customer. So that is how you do it. Thank you for the loves. I love when I see those going on there. All right, let's see. Sanita Grace. Sanita Grace. Is it better to grow your followers on social media before you start spending money on ads? No, you can do both. You can grow your followers on social media and you can spend money on ads. Listen, there's two types of marketing that you need to be aware of. One is called interruptive marketing and the other is called search marketing. Okay, two types of marketing. Interruptive marketing. What is interruptive marketing? This morning, about 43 minutes ago, you saw something in your feed that tickled your awareness saying John Assaraf is going live talking about business growth and his business breakthrough challenge. And then I interrupted what you were doing and now you're here. That's called interruptive marketing. Now, for many of you that have followed my work, if you've clicked on any of our videos and you have signed up for anything, we also will market to you, okay, on Google if you're searching for the solution that we have. So interruptive marketing is you interrupt people, and that happens on social media, or you can find people who are already typing in what it is that they're looking for, a solution to their problem, relieving their pain, letting go of their worry, achieving a goal that they have, right? Whether it's travel, whether it's anything else. So you can use both types of marketing. And again, if you like this type of stuff and you really want to level up your knowledge and skills on how to build your business in an organized way, whether you're a startup, you're generating 50 or 100 or 250,000 or $500,000, and you want to get to that next level, then I will teach you how to do that. And you don't have to pay me $10,000 an hour, which is what my hourly fee is. The investment to learn with me over 5 days is $47, $8 a day. And I will give you blueprints for everything you need to know and do in your business. We're going to be doing PowerPoints, and I'll give you a little bit of homework each day that you'll post in our private community so that we can answer questions in the private community over 5 days. It's the Business Breakthrough Challenge on Instagram. It is right up in my bio, and on all the other social media channels. Just take a look in the feed and you'll see a link. There's two options. The $47 is the general admission, and you get access to all the videos if you happen to miss any for 30 days. If you get the VIP version, there's a lot of bonuses that go with the VIP. And what you also receive is access to the PowerPoints, the videos for life, and 2 hours of Zoom interactive Q&A sessions with the group that's only in VIP each and every day, plus some bonuses. If you have a business, I highly urge you to invest in yourself to learning how to build it right versus doing it wrong and building it over. I want to ask you a question. How much money are you costing yourself and your business because you may not know what to do? You may not know how to get your own mindset right. You may not know how to stand out from the competition. You may not know how to advertise and do marketing and selling the right way. You may not know how to build your plan for growing your business. I'll show you all the ways to do that. And it's not very expensive at all. And so ask yourself, how many sales do you need to make in order to recover your money? And by the way, something I do with every one of my programs is there's a 100% money back guarantee. All right. So I take all the risks so that you don't have to. My goal is to help people grow their businesses like my mentors helped me. I was very blessed. I don't need your $47, but I do want you to invest in yourself. There's certain things I do for free like this, but other things that I expect to be paid for my knowledge and my skills as well. Okay. I'm going to take 2 more questions, and then at 10 o'clock, which is in 13 minutes, I'm going on to Clubhouse to be interviewed by Juan Jordan on developing the millionaire mindset. Okay. Joy DeWitt and Prashna says, do I have tips as a speaker to sell your product? Yeah, if you're a speaker, get in front of an audience and show people, how your product or service can help them achieve their goals. And then create irresistible offers. All right. Right. And Tyler says you need skin in the game to take it serious. Yeah. What I've discovered, Tyler, and this is for you, is that free usually attracts freeloaders. People who aren't willing to invest in themselves are usually not willing to do whatever it takes. So I like to have people have a little bit of skin in the game. All right. So David Haynes, if you don't have $10,000 a day, spend $10 a day. The purpose of advertising is to buy information, and the information gives you the ability to tweak it until you get the response that you want. That's what you have to do, David. And I'll show you how to start with $5 a day or $10 a day in the Business Breakthrough Challenge if you so choose to be in the challenge. Dr. Shivam Yadav, how do I write and market my books offline and online? So Shivam, you have a couple of options. So let's talk about writing the book first. Sit down and come up with a concept. Then ask yourself, what would be the chapters that I would want to have in the book that can help me share the concept, the idea with a reader? And when you are writing a book, write it for one person. Don't write it for everybody. Like, this book's for everybody. Write it for one person that the lessons, the processes, okay, the stories in the book, all right, can help the reader either be entertained, okay, or learn how to do something as a result of your skill. And then the marketing side of it depends on your budget. So it doesn't make sense for me to tell you to do an advertising campaign if you don't have a budget. So first you just say, here's my budget. Here's the outcome that I want. And am I doing it myself? Am I going to get help doing it, or am I going to get it done for me? So I could tell you 500 ways to promote your books, but it doesn't make sense until you have a budget of time and money based on your knowledge and skills or what you're prepared to do to market your book. All right, so that's that. And then, all right, so this is Silent Warrior 682. All right, so you're on Instagram, which is right here. This is the last question I'm going to answer. And I urge you to click on the link for the Business Breakthrough Challenge, take a look at what you receive, and join the challenge. All right, so how do I grow my YouTube channel, but I don't know why views are not coming in? So I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine that you are in Antarctica in an igloo. And imagine that you have the best recipe in the world, okay, for stew, a really good meal. You're in an igloo, you have the best recipe in the world, you're a great chef, but nobody's coming to your igloo. How come? And the answer is because you didn't create the marketing to get them to the igloo. And the same is true, Silent Warrior 682 on YouTube. YouTube is a channel. YouTube is a destination. If you don't know how to create videos with headlines, with meta tagging in the videos, if you don't know how to get people to watch it and share it and comment, you're not going to get any views because you're maybe doing a video like you're cooking a great meal, but you don't know how to get people to the video, and you don't know how to do the tags, the meta tags, and the marketing. All right, so there is 51 minutes of consulting. Here's what I can share with you. Every question you have about your business, whether it's generating leads, closing more prospects, making more money, hiring, firing, all of it, all right, is readily available to you, okay? So I hope you had a great time. I'm gonna go on Clubhouse now and set that up for developing the mindset of a millionaire. If you're on Clubhouse, join me, look for my name on Clubhouse at 10 o'clock Pacific, 1 o'clock New York time, and that is 4 o'clock, 10 o'clock plus 8 hours, 6 o'clock London time, all right? Canon, Eamon, nice to have you in. It'll blow your mind, that I promise you. All right, thanks everyone, have a great day, and I'll be doing a couple more of these before the 22nd, which is when the Business Breakthrough Challenge starts. If you like this, please share it and keep showing up. I'll keep giving you lots of free stuff, and I'll keep giving you opportunities to play some more and have me help you with your money, your business, your life. Have an awesome day. How about a high five? Boom, boom. Have a great, great day. Thanks so much.